Okay, go ahead. I get
Hello,
to see.
YouTube. I'm Mr. Hen, here with Queen V, Black and Growing Glendale.
Yes, yes, Queen Bee. Hey there, good people. Thank you for coming to our channel. Now, if you are new to our channel, if you haven't been here for a while, we are a lifestyle channel, but we like to say that we're undefined. You don't know what you're gonna get when you click on our channels, our videos. You don't know what you're gonna get. Because we just kind of show our life and our lifestyle and what we're about, but more specifically, we are about love between Mr. Hen and Queen V. It's all about love. Now, love doesn't always look pretty. And even between us, sometimes it just looks downright ugly, but there's still always love there. Would you agree?
Okay.
I agree. All right. So today we're gonna do a little a review, right?
A review of a movie that we saw that we really found interesting. I'm sure a few of you had to have seen it. Cause I've been seeing it on the internet. I've seen a lot of people comment about it. It is Malcolm and Marie. It's basically, as it begins, Malcolm has won an award. He's a playwright. And then once they come back from the ceremony, they get into a debate, argument, disagreement that pretty much lasts throughout the whole film. What it does do, it makes you think a lot about yourself, and when you're in an argument, the things you say, the evilness that comes out, the way you just become, for lack of another word, mean. It's
Yeah,
just, it
me.
makes you just think. Another thing about the movie that I really liked is that it was set in one scene, but they
That was
gave
different.
great camera angles from that one location where you could actually feel like you were there. I mean, it was great.
Yeah.
One of the things I noticed about it, and in the reviews, everybody pretty much said Malcolm, he's an a-hole. Okay, but you see, I saw a lot of different dynamics in it, and just the fact that basically he was at, I mean, the happiest night of his life is what it
Yeah.
seems to me, and she just broke it down into, she was taking that away from him, not intentionally, but just from the things she was bringing up, like why didn't he thank her? You know, why did she get more credit for the film? Because it was basically based on her life, and I think that he just felt hurt that because
Oh, the movie was based
when
on
he
her
come in,
life.
he was
Yeah.
pretty much happy. And he's dancing around and he's happy, and he just really just to celebrate the evening, and she was taking that away from him. So then, as it goes further, and they begin to argue, he begins to say things, she begins to say things, and one of the things before he says the meanest things to her, she calls his play mediocre. And you could see just the
Yeah.
way it changed him as a person, just
Yeah.
the way he became more this evil because of that. It was just hurt, and it makes you just look at yourself and you say, when you're in arguments, the things you actually say to somebody who you love. Because you could tell that they love each other, but
Yeah.
still at the same point, he was hurt. So what,
Yeah.
I mean, but do you see, I mean, because as a woman, do you see any part of it where she did anything wrong, or do you say just
Oh no, she
mainly,
was wrong in several things, but she was also young, so I think you have to put that into perspective. But to me, one of the things that I thought about the movie didn't necessarily say, but you could tell this was like a build-up. This was a combination of things happening, and this it ended. This argument was the
what
climax
makes you
of
say
all of
that?
that because it those things that she spoke about that she was upset about with him, this was something ongoing. This was something. Now I don't know if it was something that she was constantly talking to him about, and he was just ignoring it. And so it's once again she's bringing this up, but it kind of seemed as if she never really told him how she really felt. It felt as if this was the first time she was really truly saying how she really felt about the issue. So the issue was, and I'm not sure if you said it already, was that she felt like she wasn't thanked. She wasn't appreciated by him.
And not just that night, but throughout the whole relationship, it seemed like she felt that he thought, not that he was better than her, but that he brought so much more to the relationship than she did. And she was basically saying, you wouldn't even have this night if it was not for me.
Making that macaroni and cheese. Right?
Yeah, it was just like, I don't know.
And we haven't did any spoilers, so if you haven't seen the movie yet,
no, it's basically.
But even if you haven't seen it, we do some spoilers. You feel like we're spoiling, you still go see it because you get a different
feeling and just a whole
perspective from it.
And I suggest that you watch it with your significant other. I think that's
because a lot of questions come up from the movie that you may be in your own relationship, that you may be feeling in your own relationship.
And also thinking, I hope a lot of people with their arguments and make you realize, oh, what the heck? You know, you got to really think when you're arguing. You got to really, because you can say some hateful things that you don't really
but I want to ask you this question. This is something that I've been thinking about. Can you say the worst of things in an argument? Does an argument allow you just to be just as mean as evil
I don't think
as you would necessarily be?
I think that's no.
But a lot of people do. They bring up stuff
course.
that's not even true. They bring up things that isn't even. I mean, they'll just say, "Oh, you got a big nose," when you don't. But just because they know that the person will be hurt by that, for that reason. So what, you don't think?
I'm listening to you. Why didn't you stop talking, sweetie?
That's just the way you're looking. Yeah, but so I just think, is it okay?
I say no.
Yeah, it's not.
I say it's ridiculous,
but I think I may have done it before.
I'm sure you know. See, that's something I don't do. I don't do that type of thing. But you're pretty much. I think when people do that is when they're hurt. I think when people are hurt about something, that was her whole thing, and that was his whole thing. When they start speaking to each other in a manner, and just like what you called his, but mediocre. It's like he's like, what? You know what I mean? Like,
no, you're right about that. It's like, and it's kind of like, you hurt me, so I want you to feel the same hurt that I'm feeling. So you say just the worst thing. So, but I have another question from that though.
What's that?
Can you go too far in the sense that, based off an argument, that the relationship is over? Can the argument cause the breakup?
No, what happens is, I think if an argument caused a breakup, the relationship was already over.
Yeah.
It was just that nobody knew the right words to say it, but that gave you the opportunity to express it's over in that argument, but it was already over.
Oh wait, I got another question. You know, because I've been reading up on this about arguing in a relationship.
Really? You practice it?
Oh, we practiced it.
Really?
No, but I've been reading some articles and stuff about it. But is arguing just another way of communicating with your spouse, and is it an effective way of communicating with your
I believe that sometimes it's good because it's sometimes you're going to bring out things and say things that you should be saying anyway, but you don't know how to say it.
Yeah.
But once you're in that argument, you feel more free to say it. But most of the time, those things probably should be said anyway. It'd be better if they were not said in an argument.
Because you're emotional with stuff.
If they were just spoken and just like, babe, this is what I'm feeling about this, and I don't like this, and I don't like this, and this, I don't feel that was right. But when you say an argument, it comes with so much more hatred, for lack of a word, behind it. But when you could just say those things.
And you know, it's funny you say hatred, because most of the times when you're in an argument, it's because you love that person so much. You're so passionate about whatever thing, but you're spewing out hatred words.
Exactly.
You're trying to, get this person to understand how much you love them or how much passion you have for whatever the issue is, but you're spewing out these hatred words. So it's kind of like contradictions. So it's like this thing,
Yes.
Now we've had some arguments.
We have.
Come
I don't
on,
think we.
stop!
I really
Stop
don't
with
think.
that.
I really don't think we're. I'm serious about this. I don't really think that we ever had a bad. I don't know. I don't see it. In relationships, I've had arguments. I've had.
You never raised your voice at me.
Oh, of course.
Okay, that's an argument. You
No.
raising your voice at me, and I'm raising my voice at you.
No, you're not gonna raise your voice. We don't do that.
I raise my voice all the time.
No.
Okay, anyway.
See,
So
that's
you
not-
can't be
we
in
have to-
denial, though.
No, I'm
you
not
can't
in
be in
denial.
denial.
But that's not an argument. I'm talking about.
Okay, so what's the argument? What's the definition of an argument
I
then?
don't know. We have heated debates. We have.
We do have lots of heated
I know what an argument
debates.
is. I know what an argument.
We do have lots of heated debates.
But
I'm
when you
gonna-
say you think we have, I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
So we have
There's
disagreements,
disagreements.
and we yell loudly. That's an argument. I don't know what you want to call it.
I don't know. We have disagreements.
So, but it's very much like the way it is in the movie. But you know, I was trying to think about that because I was talking about how these were things that were happening over years or months or whatever. We don't really know. The movie doesn't really tell us. And this came to that moment. I was wondering, are there things that we are like not really expressing how we really feel about things? And
I can speak for myself. I pretty much say.
yeah, I know you do.
I say whatever.
I do tend to hold on things, but now that I've gotten older,
Right.
not older, but mature, and I can express myself. And it's not even really about expressing yourself. It's dealing with the emotions that come from expressing yourself. So after you express yourself, sometimes
You have to be able to deal with the
Yeah.
consequence of what you say, and not just with the other person, with yourself. After you say it, are you
look
gonna
at
feel
you
comfortable?
over there.
Are you gonna feel comfortable?
that was good.
Okay,
He really liked this
movie.
movie. Wait, what'd you say?
You gonna fall in love with me again?
Insert
Yeah, I
heart
feel-
emoji right here. Yes,
Okay,
guys,
first of all, before we go on,
yes.
don't forget,
Oh, damn, we forgot to say it.
like
And comment.
and subscribe.
Wait,
Like,
subscribe.
comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment.
Yeah, give
We'll
us your
handle
comments.
that from
Give us
now
your
on,
comments.
okay?
Give us your comments. And
Yeah.
let us know what you think about. If you've seen the film, which I'm sure a lot of you have,
Is
let
it
us
on
know
Netflix?
what you. Yes.
Netflix.
Let us know. Shout out to Netflix. Let us know
Yes, shout out to Netflix.
how you guys feel about what your thoughts are. Tell us about the discussions that you had with your spouse, following, watching the movie, your significant other. We'd like to hear.
Yeah, we like to hear.
So I don't know. It's like one of those things. Like she said, I really enjoyed the movie. I love the way it was done. I love the way the camera angles. I love
The cinematography and
Yes.
the production, all of
just
that.
and the fact that it was all done in one location.
And the house was nice too.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
really
the
nice
house was
location.
really nice.
They said it was in Malibu, but I don't know if it was. Or they said that's what they said. But I don't know. But sometimes
Okay.
they say these things.
No, but they have houses like that in Malibu.
But
You
it
know, I've
could
been
be
up in
filmed
Malibu.
anywhere.
I've been to parties up
But
there.
it looks very nice. It was a very nice place.
All right, you two. Thank you for coming to our channel. Please come back. Like I said, you don't know what you're gonna get, but you're gonna get some love from us.
Okay, you too.
All right, good people.
Let's peace out. Me and Queen B gonna go argue. We'll tell you right.